Hello everyone, Ryan here with Product Impressions, and today we are going to take a look at the Mohu Supreme Pro indoor TV antenna with built-in amplifier. So cord cutters rejoice. For the Mohu Supreme Pro, it says it has a 65-mile range, a built-in amplifier for the first stage, and also a built-in signal indicator to see exactly how strong of a signal you get as you are positioning the antenna. On the back, same general explanations as well. Multi-directional, so you don't really need to point it in any particular direction, and this one is meant for suburbs. I'm in more of a city area, so I can't imagine that being any worse to have an amplified antenna indoors as opposed to just a regular antenna. Alright, let's take a look in the box and see what we have here. Here we have the antenna itself. It comes in plastic but slightly rolled up. I imagine this is going to lay out flat. You do have some holes here if you want to mount it with some tacks or nails, and if you're putting it on a white wall, you can have it on a white side or a black side if you are putting it on some furniture or something like that. Here we do have the box, which I imagine houses the amplifier, and at least on the packaging it shows the signal indicator would be here on the white side, but we'll take a look at that as we are setting it up. Also in the box we have some instructions, your standard coax cable, and there we are. We've got some mounting pins and our amplifier. Looks like we also have an extra set of mounting pins. Alright, that's everything that comes in the box. We're going to get this set up and see how it works. I wasn't sure where to put the antenna for the first try, as I don't have a lot of empty wall space behind my TV. So I thought I would just go to the bookcase that was closest to the window and lay it out on top of it. So we're going to give this a try as a first location for the antenna. It's about 3 feet away from a window. After the simple setup of simply placing the antenna on top of a bookcase, I just plugged it into the back of the TV, and here we have all of our channels. I haven't gone through and counted everything, but there's definitely all the major ones there: NBC, ABC, CBS, Fox, everything there is accounted for. Based on where I am in the DC area, there actually are multiple PBS stations that we get as well, and much to my surprise, Channel 6, even though the picture is terrible, this is actually a Spanish language radio station which seems to broadcast on a TV network. So you will have all sorts of additional things. Your major networks are on -1 channels. So up here at 4-1 we have our standard NBC, but they do have sub channels which will have higher numbers. So here we have 4-2. Cozy, that one just happens to be kind of older reruns. These are all channels that are running 24 hours a day, so it's just a lot more than you would get with old antennas, the old rabbit ears that people kind of grew up with. We do also have all the way up here, so we have all of these channels, including some that are just for kids, some that are Spanish language. Of course, that's going to vary by your area, particularly like Cubo, Ion Life. I believe those are children's things. We do also have HSN and QVC, general shopping channels, so these you wouldn't pick up with antennas before, but now you can. So another thing which wouldn't really pick up on the video, so I'm not going to bother showing it, is you actually can tell a difference between the antenna and cable. Cable tends to come to you in 720p, whereas the digital channels now are coming in 1080p, and it wouldn't really come through on the video, but when you are seeing it in person, you really can tell a difference. So the picture is actually going to be better with an antenna like this. There was one channel which I noticed would be a little bit fuzzy if I have the blinds closed, but other than that, it seems to work perfectly. And as I said before, this is definitely not your optimal antenna placement. I just laid it flat on top of a bookcase. Yeah, all in all, I'm very impressed with this. I'd say if you don't watch a lot of cable channels, you could probably get some other Android, DVR recording box and not have to pay for cable at all. I do think that that is a very legitimate thing if you're not watching the cable channels like Comedy Central or things like that. Hopefully this video has been of some use to you. Please like, share, and subscribe.